Rolling.
Welcome back to another fun-filled episode of the Catch the Sky podcast. I'm going to be spitting hot fire this week. With me, after an exciting 2-week hiatus, is Dick Francisco.
Oh, I am so happy to be back, T.
Oh, I am so happy.
It's been too long.
Especially after... Oh, God. All right. Yeah. We'll get into everything here in just a minute.
I think the moral of this story, not to give too much away, is just that, like, you know, sometimes it's that distance makes the heart grow fonder thing.
Oh, yeah.
And the more time away, the more shenanigans get to happen.
And it's crazy because it's like the shenanigans escalate. Like we don't get to keep each other in check on a weekly basis. So things just spiral out of control. So before we get into it, you may find us on Twitter at CTS Terry or by searching for the Catch the Sky podcast on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you listen to podcasts. You may find Dick on Twitter at I'm Dick Francisco or on Instagram at the Dick Francisco. So, Dick, I think the best place to start would be with the video that has since been shared to our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are recording on the 13th of June. And so that video is a woman who put her child and baby into my car, and her child was wiping his muddy feet on the back of my seat. And, you know, I asked him not to, and they purposely did it. And she's getting in the car, and she's, you know, like, don't redirect my child. And then I'm like, all right, well, you know, ask him to not wipe his muddy feet on my seat, please. And she goes, okay, well, I only speak to my child. And as she's telling me this, her child grabs my phone, and I'm like, all right, well, that can't happen. She just starts tweaking out, and I'm like, all right, now I need to start recording. And that's what we're seeing, you know. I'm like, I can't take you under these circumstances, so you're gonna have to get a ride from somebody else, and that's what you're seeing there. So, your thoughts?
Look, I can appreciate, T, that I first want to thank you for your episode 2 weeks ago. As a reminder to me, I know you were polite enough to say I was on vacation, and I like that term for taking a sabbatical when one's needed. So I'll call that a little vacation too. But let's be clear, I did not think that taking a couple weeks off for a little, as we're referring to it, siestas, were going to get us into this much trouble, including such a viral video. And I started to go, what happened? I was gone for 2 weeks. And that happened?
Yeah. We went viral.
Wow. We went viral. So here's what I have to say. If I was going to break down the video, the F, first of all, I'm not having it either. If a child is in my vehicle, especially if it's my profession, and is misbehaving and there is not a correction to the behavior, 100% you are in the right to create that accountability. You would for an adult, you can do it for a child. The insanity of how this escalated, and yet how calm you remained. T, it is amazing to me just the calmness that you maintain in situations like this. We may have had another one earlier, like last week when we were supposed to be recording and that didn't happen. That I equally got to witness live.
Right.
How calm you can remain.
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I've witnessed when you can't remain calm, obviously. I'm just suggesting that now I've seen when you can.
Yeah.
It's a wild thing.
Well, yeah, exactly. I can maintain some emotional control every now and then.
So what are we doing with it? Just tell me what.
I mean,
what in the actual F?
I mean, when you're messing with my bread, I'm obviously gonna remain calm because I can't lose my bread. So
True
this is how I'm making my money. In addition to flipping the house, so this funds the renovations, and then once I'm done and I flip that, that's a hefty payday for me right there. And then wash, rinse, and repeat that a couple times, and we're gonna be sitting pretty in fucking Colorado or Arizona or wherever the fuck I want.
Wait, don't give too much away, because I think you prefaced that you were saving up your load and you were gonna blow the biggest load on this Love Files episode that everyone's tuning into right now. But
well, I mean,
let's just be clear, we have not been available to put each other in check for a while, so bear with us, everyone. You're getting reacquainted too.
Well, right, and so obviously I'm flipping this house here in Pennsylvania, but once I'm done with that, I mean, it's no secret that I'd like to get the fuck out of here.
Zero secrets, because there are no secrets.
Right. So as to where we go, we shall see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just say we?
Well, yeah. Obviously,
you just coughed on. You just coughed on. We.
I have Frank.
Oh,
I got the cats
right.
coming. Come on, let's not get ahead of ourselves, Dick.
Got it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Sorry, I was told this was going to be the biggest load I was ever going to experience on a Love Files, and so I was just insinuating things.
Right. So, yeah.
I even brought a pile of rocks for this one, T, just
in case.
In your honor.
Thank you.
Yeah, for you to blow that load into.
Well, when you're in the moment and it hasn't really been discussed and things are escalating rather quickly, it's like you got some options. It's like, do you just pull it out and just blow it all over her and her clothes and then make her do the walk of shame in front of her friends all covered in jizz-covered clothes? Or do you blow it on her face when, again, just met her? It's like, hey, I just met you and I'm going to just facialize you. Or do you just like turn it around and just fire off at whatever's behind you, which just happened to be a fucking yard full of rocks?
Look, no one's hating on the pile of rocks. It was, opportune.
All right.
Seizing an opportunity.
So getting back to this video, Dick, I mean, what are your thoughts? How would you have handled this situation?
Oh, I would have gone to blows with her. Like, you were so calm. I would have been like, bitch, for real? Like, for real? Like, for real? Like, no. Like, for real? And it would have just, like, I don't think that her and I exchange on that lawn would have gone well. Let's just say I wouldn't have gotten back in my car as quickly as you did.
Well,
Next thing you know, I would have had a child held hostage, even though I didn't even want him.
Well, that's the thing. She's yelling at me to get off her property, and it's like, your kid's still in the back of my fucking car.
Yeah. I probably would have, driven away with him.
Well, and then here's the other thing, too, is, I can't let Adina take shots for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We care too much about her.
Well, and that's something she said prior to the video rolling. She's like, I'm gonna fuck your car up. I'm like, oh shit, no, you're not. I'm like, no, you're not.
Those are fighting words, bitch.
I know.
Those are fighting words.
You're not. So,
yeah, I was gonna have none of that.
So yeah, and keeping in line with me getting fucked. The Amish are fucking me. Who knew that the Amish of Pennsylvania could be such fucking slippery bastards? So up in here, we got DNA roofing out of Spartansburg. And
sounds sketchy. DNA.
Right.
Did they mean TNA?
Checking out their address today on Google Maps after this whole saga. Found out they gave me a phony fucking address. These bastards. So, the other day I was driving around town. I saw it was like a J&R roofing or something like that. My buddy's having a shed built by H&M Roofing. Now, these Amish.
This sounds like a bunch of fucking initials. What the fuck is this?
These Amish put a metal roof on my house and on my garage. They also ripped down the balcony, broke my window in the process. They did some shoddy work in some other places, whatever. And then they dipped. They fucked up my gutters, and then they didn't come back to fix any of it. And I'm like, what the fuck? So
seriously, what in the actual fuck?
They told me that they would get back to me on when they could come back and fix it. That was the last I heard from them. So they like sent somebody back to look at the work that I was complaining about. And he was like, oh yeah, like that's kind of rough. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And so then when I called back and talked to the head dude, he's like, oh, we'll let you know. And now their phone has been off for a week and a half. And I know that I'm not blocked because I've tried it from other numbers. Now, my friend, like I said, is having his shed built within the next week or so. I'm going to stop on by while this shed's getting built and see if it is the same group of Amish guys that put on my roof. And if so...
Are we going for a second viral video?
We might. Yeah, right? And Amish don't like being on video. So it could be that.
Don't tease me like this, T. Don't tease me.
This could be, yeah, those could be fighting words. Like, I'll pull out the video camera, bitches, or you can come over and fucking do my shit.
Do you think there's any chance that these motherfuckers are just running a fucking racket there in Pennsylvania and like acting like the Amish, like using it as a cover?
I don't know. They could be. And then just like whenever somebody...
Because you picked them because you thought they were like trustworthy, honest, nice Amish people.
And then whenever they get caught in some bullshit, they just change to some other initials, grab another burner phone, and wash, rinse, and repeat. That's probably what they're doing. That is probably what they are doing. And so I'm going to get to the bottom of it. And I'm going to stop over there and be like, look, you can come over and do what we agreed upon. Or you can just give me some money back. Or I can call the police and we can take this to small claims court, which you probably won't show up to. And then I will just keep filing suits until I own everything that's yours. Your call. Your call.
See, and that sounds very calm of you.
And
that sounds very calm of you.
And then I can get all that on video too. And then
do the Amish wear hats?
These guys do. And so we'll get that.
Yeah, you should rip one off and just be like, exposed. I don't know what's underneath it. Maybe a ball cap that says I'm not really Amish. I don't know.
But we could go double viral and then just be taken off from there. So, yeah, that is my life at the moment. Well, that's the more dramatic side of my life is these viral videos and this Amish roofing scandal that I'm involved in.
This is wild, T.
Yeah, how about you?
Oh, nothing. I haven't been up to anything at all.
Nothing at
it's
all?
been real quiet in my life. Yeah,
well, people know that this is a Love Files. I mean, it's titled that, and we are already 15 minutes in. Give me something, Dick. Give me something.
I think we played this game before of what could I possibly share? I'm in love with myself.
Jesus Christ.
That's my love file. Look, I'm all up in everyone else's biz.
Okay.
Like,
so it's Sweet
that's
Tea's
my
love
shtick
files.
right now.
Is that what you're getting at? Is it?
Yeah,
Tea's
I'm just saying.
Files,
I got
Dick's?
myself mixed up in a divorce. I got myself mixed up in.
Jesus Christ. So this isn't. Yeah. Oh.
It's not even my divorce. I'm negotiating divorces for people.
Christ.
Married people, single people. I'm just all up in everyone's business.
This is way too much. But I guess this is T's love files and not Dick's love files. So,
yeah, maybe at some point we'll get into a little of my love.
A little Dick
files.
Francisco's love files.
Yeah. You know how I roll.
Volume 1.
Yeah. Don't ask, don't tell.
We could do a crossover episode.
There might be a crossover episode. I'm down. Let's just be clear. I'm causing scenes all over town, but
Jesus Christ. Well, I'm not causing. Well, I might be causing scenes. I was going to say I'm not causing scenes, but
I want to know more about this though, because
as evidenced by
the girl
our video.
the girl of Moab had been just like the pinnacle, and I think we had all talked about you got to let some go eventually, and aren't we all just doing that in life? And you just couldn't. Then all of a sudden, I don't know if it was that. I think it was the pizza pack. You've been rocking a pizza pack. Like, I think I need to explain what a pizza pack is.
Yes. Please explain.
Most people know a 6-pack, right? Like when a dude is shirtless and you're like, dang, check out that 6-pack. Let me be clear, everybody. I have seen photographic evidence that what might look like a 6-pack, and it's cut like a 6-pack, but it is actually a pizza pack because I know what T eats. I know how many pizzas he's consumed. And this motherfucker is suddenly rocking some big T energy and a pizza pack. And all of a sudden, we've got the biggest load on Love Files ever. So I don't need to steal any of your thunder or spotlight, T. You tell me what's going on in life.
Well, so what's the difference between a 6-pack and a pizza pack? I mean, it's still a 6-pack, right?
It's really where it originates from. It all matters, the foundation.
It's a 6-pack built on pizza. There's nothing wrong with that.
I know, and I'm just saying it deserves to be. No, there's nothing at all. In fact, I think it's more marvelous.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I think that's why it needs to be referred to as the pizza pack. Like what? A dude who's got a typical 6-pack, you're like, oh yeah, that guy goes to the gym and eats healthy. Like that's why he's cut. But yours came from a pizza pack.
As evidenced by also on our Instagram.
Absolutely.
I shared the photos. I shared the photos of the fucking.
And I just want everyone to know that it's working for you. And so I've been in awe of. Let for the listener's sake, I get the greatest messages / phone calls from T when we get on the phone and the first words out of his mouth are, I fucked last night, I fucked this morning, I just got done fucking. Not to rub it in my face by any means, just pointing out that the pizza pack is working. I'm trying to figure out how to download the Domino's app right now.
Okay, so 2 things. First is I ate a medium pizza that I got for free in my Domino's rewards sitch today for lunch. I ate the whole medium pizza at once, and then I passed out.
Jesus. So if anyone wanted to understand how to get a pizza pack that looks like T's, well, that's how you do it. Crush a medium pizza for lunch and pass out. And then you just miraculously wake up with a 6-pack. That's what I just heard.
And then for dinner, I got 2 larges.
Wait, you went back and got 2 more large pizzas.
But I'm going to use them for lunch and dinner tomorrow, too.
So in the course of the next 24 hours, you will have also crushed those 2 large pizzas.
Yeah.
All right, pizza pack, everyone. There's nothing else
pack.
more to say.
Pizza
pack. It's a thing. It's a thing.
So, and then secondly, the second thing I was going to get to was, I've been leaving you some messages like that in the last
Oh yeah, I just got done playing them at the bar
week or so.
When I told everyone I have to
go. Were you playing them for everybody else?
Oh yeah, everyone has heard those. I have to go, everyone, before we get another message like this.
Jesus Christ.
They've been great.
Oh my God. So I have no idea how I share this story with you. I went to Europe when I was 13 as part of a student ambassador trip. To be clear, I have visited Europe 3 times. Once when I was in kindergarten, I went to Ireland. When I was in 2nd grade, I went to France and Monaco. And then as part of this student ambassador trip in 2004, it was with this organization called People to People. And their student ambassador trip has since been discontinued, their trips around the world, because like a kid died while on a hike on like Kilimanjaro or something like that. I don't know. But
that's some shit.
Yeah. And what's kind of weird is when we were over there, like the first night or two, this redheaded kid like turned up in a hotel room that I don't think belonged to us, and he was just in his underwear, and nobody really ever talked about it again.
Okay, this sounds like a mystery for a new episode later.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to dive in. Sounds like a cold case.
The kid, I mean, he was alive afterwards, but I think something happened to him. Oh yeah, yeah, he's not dead, but like something happened.
Alien abduction,
or sex trafficked, or
yeah, that's probably more likely, huh?
Yeah, it's really depressing.
Womp womp womp. Just a good old sex trafficking case.
Yeah, and the kid was really weird, but it's like now looking back on it, like, I mean, he was always kind of weird, but he was
but
probably...
a little sex trafficking will make you extra weird.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, God.
Dang.
It's terrible. Just terrible. And we were terrible. We were horrible kids. And anyway, why am I bringing this up? We went to 6 countries while we were over there.
I think you might have been trying to figure out how we get to your most recent.
Oh no, I know how we're.
Okay. Sorry. I thought I was gonna have to tell your love file for you. Look, I'm deprived over here, and so I was gonna tell your love story.
No, so we went to 6 countries while we were over there, and I got to visit France again. So only 5 new ones for me. I'll give them to you in the order we went to them: Switzerland, Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, France, and then England. Yeah. And I'm still friends with some of these people on social media, this, that, and the other. I've seen 2 of them within like the last year or so. One of them I see maybe once or twice a year. And then the other one, I saw him for the first time in over a decade, close to 2 decades, like 17 years or something like that. 18 years, whatever. And so it was cool to see him. He's actually the one that is creating that movie Mother's Day. So you might have seen us share some of their material in the past. Yeah. He was actually over in, is it Cannes, France, for their movie festival. He was just over there for that.
The Cannes Film Festival?
God damn it, I can never pronounce anything.
Or the Cannes? Is it the Cannes Film Festival? It's the Cannes Film Festival? The Cannes?
But it's not Cannes.
But it's not the Cannes.
Damn it, Chicada.
I think we're going Cannes. Let's go Cannes. That was in between my con and your cane. We'll go Cannes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're super cultured, for the record, everybody.
So he was over there for that. And yeah. So we're definitely supporting him, pulling for him. But just recently, another one of my friends from that trip happened to be in the area. And so I contacted them and I was like, hey, while you're in town, let me know if you want to hang out, catch up. I haven't seen you in a long time. It would be cool to see how, your life's been going. Like I haven't seen you in forever, like since we were kids. And so we did that. And then we proceeded to hang out 6 out of 8 days after that, or, that night included. So That was last week.
Okay.
That would explain part of the siesta in addition to the Amish drama.
I mean, look, I have to take a little responsibility too, T. I was on a bender, so.
Well, yeah, but this is where I'm at, and it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild, Dick. I have no idea how I ended up here. This is like one of those people.
That's the best part, though. I told you that you were chasing love all over the place,
Right,
across country,
right,
doing everything,
and
trying so hard, and I could appreciate it all. You're a romantic, T. You're a romantic, and as soon as you just stopped and you just put out that big T energy, and you were just like, "This is who I am. This is my pizza pack. These are my deck picks." And like, I was just inundated with pizza packs and deck picks and big T energy out there. And all of a sudden, just falls in your lap.
This is wild.
It is wild. I'm super happy for you.
So I am going to keep exploring all that. Right?
Yeah. And at some point you're gonna give us more details, but like right now we're just like super sketch on details over here.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna leave you all in the dark on all
We
those
are
details.
trying to respect the people in our lives.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave you all in the dark on that for a long time. You're all gonna
This
keep
is the part
guessing
where I
forever.
add and their spouses.
Right.
Kidding.
Ew.
Where am I?
This is like, well, like it's like Post Malone just had like a baby, or his like girlfriend's pregnant or something. Nobody's ever seen her, right?
Yeah, right.
He's way more
Oh,
famous than I
God.
am. So if I can't keep a fucking lower profile than Post Malone, then I got a fucking problem.
That's our new bar. If we can keep a lower profile than Post Malone.
Yeah.
Noted. Okay.
There we go. So that's what's going on in my life right now, and I'm loving it. There's a lot of things in common, like mutual goals and interests, and one of them being trying to get back out to the Southwest, perhaps Colorado or Arizona within the next year or so. I mean,
Don't tease me, T. Don't tease me. Because you know that's why I'm all in on this. I'm selfish.
You're like, this is just as much for me as it is for you.
Oh, this is absolutely about me. Like, get your ass out here. Finish up those deck picks.
Yeah.
Move on. It is time.
I called 811 today, and they're going to come flag the yard. Well,
Okay.
I started fucking trying to dig up some of these vines and pulling at the roots, and I fucking dug down like an inch, and I almost fucking hit a power line. So I'm like, God damn it, they need to get out here.
/ there shouldn't be a power line within an inch. That's danger zone.
Well, it's going from the house out to the garage, but yeah, it's pretty shallow.
Well, I'm appreciating living vicariously through you. Your love story has been uplifting for me, because we've been through this, the ebbs and the flows, and I'm over here with a love affair for an inanimate object. I mean, I've never waited this long for anything in my life, and I don't even think I had put it on the pod that I had made probably one of the most significant commitments of my life. No, not buying a house. No, not getting married. No, not having a child. But ordering a Jeep and then having to wait for it. Like, that was like being pregnant. I mean, minus that whole like pregnant part. Sorry, ladies. Ladies, do not blow us up that waiting for a vehicle to be built is like being pregnant.
Well, you had to
understand.
wait as long, right? I mean, close to it.
Yeah. I had to wait as long for sure.
So, I mean,
Yeah, and there was pain associated with it.
well, and
I had to keep going to what would have been perceived as like doctor's appointments, but like it was just to the dealership. But it was like the same thing.
Well, tell me about how that negotiation went. right? You got
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that happened, right? That happened. That had to have happened because you have it now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
my God. So, all right. So first of all, you live in the Southwest.
I do.
Arizona. Yes, Arizona. So you order a Jeep. You probably don't want it to sit out in the snow and the ice.
Yeah, it doesn't need to know about snow and ice. It's going to be an Arizona Jeep. Mm-hmm.
But that's where it was built and was being stored while it waited for its
I
chips.
mean, we can assume because I did. So
here's
what happened.
We sent a scout out to Toledo to confirm that it was out on the lot.
Let's add some context. I made this purchase and this order in February, so definitely not as long as like a full-blown pregnancy. It was a little premature, but nonetheless, it was a preemie. I ordered it the day before Valentine's Day or 2 days, whatever. Not a big Valentine's Day fan, but it was around that time. So.
Well, you love yourself, so.
I do. I'm super in love with myself. And so I went into this dealership and I was like, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to buy a new Jeep. And, you know, I didn't really need one. Like, why did I need one? I didn't need one. And
because Bev was planning on getting a new car and you just wanted to show Bev up, let's be honest.
Look, I had just decided that I was ready for something new to be in love with. And so which is not true. That sounds terrible. Nonetheless, I wasn't busy.
Because you told me Luce is about to kick the bucket.
Oh, yeah. My dog's about to kick the bucket.
Jesus
and like,
Christ.
she's not going to need to get into it.
I got to get down there.
I know you really do. You have to come see her before she has to die.
Jesus.
And I was just like, you know what? It is time to do me. And I'm going to use this vehicle as a vehicle to do me. And so I was like, there's all kinds of places that I used to go that I can't go in my family car. I've been rocking a family car for a long time without a family. So I was like, I think it's time. And I was like, but I don't really need one. I'm also just not busy today. It's a Saturday. What am I doing? Nothing. So I decided to just go to the car dealership and just be like, hey, I think I want to buy a Jeep. Which at first, no one takes you seriously when you walk in.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, okay, who is she? And I'm like, oh, yeah, right. I'm just wearing me some Vibram toe shoes and, yoga pants and a hat.
Right.
I think I was wearing a shirt too. And they were just like, oh, okay, she wants to buy a Jeep. Got it. And I was like, no, I know what I want. And they were like, well, maybe we have one here. And I was like, well, do you? Because I'll buy it right now. And they were like, who are you? And I was like, well, you'd have to have one, though. Well, I come to learn that definitely, and here was my whole thing. I wasn't looking for just any Jeep. I was very particular about what I wanted, and it needed to be one of the new 4xEs, which means it is a Jeep Rubicon that also has the ability to run on battery, so it's also electric, but has gas for doing all the things you need to do in a Jeep. So
this is a PHEV.
EV. Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is. And let's be clear, Jeep just launched those last year, so there aren't many of them at all. And the 2022s were just starting production at this point when I walked in there. So there was no way they were going to have one. So really the only option I was going to have would be to order one, and supply chain issues. They made it very clear it was going to take 4 to 6 months. And I was like, wow, I've never waited that long for anything that I wanted. So I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. And so I hemmed and hawed. I sold a couple pairs of shoes because people liked my shoes there. I sold some liver supplements while I was there because in the end, they were definitely trying to hustle me to purchase this Jeep. And I was like, well, I can play your game too. I could be here all day, which I was 100%. I also made them put on my soccer game when I showed up because, it was Saturday and I was going to spend some time there. And we go back and forth. I make them build my Jeep multiple times in their little system because I just, I wanted to know. And I finally get to the point where I'm like, okay. You know what? Why not? It's not like one of these is going to pop up anytime soon, so I might as well start the time clock now and order this thing. And I said, but let's be clear. I walked in here today not wanting to spend any money. I was willing to give you my car in replacement of another vehicle because I own my car. I was like, I'm willing to trade that in for the right value, if you give me the right price for it. But I didn't really want to pay anything out of pocket. And they start saying to me, well, in order to order a new vehicle, though, you're going to have to put $3,000 down.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you can go fuck yourself. We've only been here for 6 hours now. And I'm okay. I'm good. You guys keep giving me water. You're letting me watch all the sports that I want. I'm doing relay races out in the parking lot. You let me test drive a golf cart. Like, I'm good. So we can keep doing this, but I'm not paying you $3,000. So if you want to consider that last 6 hours a waste, it's up to you. Or we can talk about this. I'm willing to purchase one, but I'm not willing to give you $3,000 right now.
Yeah.
So they bring in Hardball, right? His name's Jerry. They send in Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
And Jerry wants to just like, look me in the eyes, Dick. Look me in the eyes. And I'm like, oh, I'm looking you in the eyes, bro. And he's like, we're going to need $3,000 down. And I'm like, you're going to need to acknowledge that you just wasted 6 hours with me today is what you're going to need to do. And so, long story short, this is where it gets funny. They start taking some of my information. They're like, well, okay, let's see what we can do. And so they're like, well, we're going to need like your income. We're going to need your credits. We're going to run your credits. Girl, I said, that's all fine. So they go and they do all of that. And the guy I had started working with, his name was Lex. Because now I know Lex. I know Ricky. I know Ryan. I know Jerry. I know half the guys that work at this place because all of a sudden, after running my credit score and my salary, my income, suddenly they're all really in and want to hang out. Now they want my phone number. And I'm like, oh, you already have my phone number on the application. Why are you asking for my phone number suddenly?
Yeah.
Oh, so now I've got the leverage. Because not to be an asshole, that I'm good for buying an $80,000 Jeep all of a sudden because I got a hair up my ass on a Saturday and I was bored.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's be clear. I'm not going to give you $3,000 today. I was like, look, I'll give you $1,000 as long as you let me put it on credit because I get points for that. And I was like, I get cash back. I was like, let me put it on my credit card. Oh, the best I'm doing is $1,000. And let's be clear. If in 4 to 6 months I don't want this Jeep anymore, I'm that crazy bitch who will let $1,000 go. So let's just acknowledge that ball is still in my court. Okay? Because they were like, the only reason we charge you $3,000 is because we can't afford to like build a vehicle for you and then you don't buy it. Because there's this whole thing. I'll spare everybody that. But they get punished. Like they get knocked as a dealership and like lose inventory if it doesn't go to the person whose name it's in when they order it. Nonetheless, I order this fucking thing. I then change my mind immediately that day on color, first of all, and that pisses them off. Then I am the worst customer ever to deal with of changing my mind on all kinds of things. But this is because you made me wait. So literally 4 months later, not even the full 6, it shows up. I take a picture.
Well, let's confirm.
I send it to T.
Let's confirm first. Like we said, that it sat out on the lot in Toledo.
Well, because here's the whole thing. When you buy a Jeep, you get to like, there's this whole like crypto stickers. Nobody cares about all that. But you can see when it gets a build sheet and then when it's completed. But yet it's not on a train because it has to take a train from Toledo to Arizona. And it's done for months.
And it was in
months
Toledo.
In the winter.
Yes, sitting in the snow. So then it finally gets on the train, gets down to the dealership. And you send me this picture. And my immediate reaction was like, it looks like somebody took it off-roading. Was that you that took it off-roading? Or...
And I said no. So here's the deal. Here's what I will say.
My reaction
because
was like...
I did cause a scene about it. And it was noted to me, and I did confirm this online, however... that part of Jeep's whole thing, specifically with Wranglers, Rubicons, especially for any of the off-road vehicles, is that they do test them off-road for a few of the features on there, which might be why it was caked in mud. And the day I showed up, they were not expecting me, so they hadn't detailed and cleaned it yet. And so they were not expecting to have to show it to me with mud under the fenders.
Mm-hmm.
So all I said to them is, if there is more than 100 miles on this thing when you sell it to me, we're going to have some serious talk. I said, under 100 miles? I said, look, I like you guys. Go play with it. Go have fun with it. Whatever. It's already sat in the snow for 4 fucking months. And like the reality is, T, you told me, you were like, oh, go order a new one. But this is where I'm going to use my relationship analogy. At the first sign of something that I don't like about somebody, you could kick them to the curb and go get a new one, right?
Yeah.
Or you're going to compromise and start to work through it and go, it took me 4 fucking months to get this perfect one that had one minor like situation. Am I going to be able to compromise? Yeah. So I decided to compromise because I couldn't say, nope, I want a new one, because then I'd have to wait 4 more months and I'd be alone again.
So by compromise, how much of a compromise did they give you?
I got me a good deal. And I got a free G-pad out of it too.
Oh, what the hell's a
Oh,
G-pad?
I 100% made them throw a hat in.
What's a G-pad?
Oh, just like a trucker hat that says Jeep. There was a guy wearing one, and I said, I want your hat.
Oh, my God.
Give me your hat.
G-pad. Oh, okay. I thought you said G-pad. I was like, what the fuck
Oh,
is
no,
that?
a hat. No, yeah.
Yep.
No, because I'm walking through, and I'm like, I also want that man's hat. So someone give me that man's hat.
Jesus.
You've seen my credit score. Give me that hat.
That is fantastic. So that's interesting. I wonder. Yeah, I was gonna say my income. I don't know, but my credit score is fantastic. I gotta start looking at.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's dominated with men selling cars. But if it was a bunch of ladies, they'd be all over you.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to hear this. I'm gonna want to hear the deal they gave you off air, but you don't have to share it with
Yeah,
the listeners.
yeah. We'll share that off air, but let's just be clear: an $80,000 vehicle is not what I am paying for it at this point in time.
I was gonna say, yeah, at this point, it's a used vehicle.
Yeah. Where's my hold on, I had a rim shot for that. That was good, T. Damn it.
Yeah.
Either way, that's my love file. Since you asked me for one, I am just loving all upon Jeep life now. You told me it was going to consume my life, and you're right.
So I got to get out there. And
I
be
am
part of
bruised
that,
and
too.
battered from loving on this thing for the last few days.
Is it automatic or is it manual?
Automatic, but that's because it's electric.
Okay. All right.
Because of the electric engine, it's got to be automatic.
I still might want to have some fun with it when I come down there.
Oh, hell yeah. And once you pull it into 4-wheel drive, you're still having fun. And you can disable sway bars and everything.
Yeah, let's be real. I mean, I let you ride the fucking bike around, so it's a fair
Oh, my
trade.
God. Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Totally
Which
fair
it got
trade.
a little play the other night, too. Don't worry.
Really?
It's getting involved in threesomes and foursomes over here, too.
That's fantastic. I love it.
Everyone wants a little love on that bike.
Yes, let's go. Bike
The
life.
Jetson.
Bike life. You got to get like a little rack on the back of the Jeep and just have the bike all there.
Funny, you're not the first one to say that. Oh, yeah, I'm 100% being teased about that, yes.
Fucking
Whatever.
hilarious. That's awesome.
Fine.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well,
So that's my love file. I've found fake love in a fucking beautiful Jeep.
and I've found whatever it is that I've got going on. I can't be throwing out L words this quick, but
Love is real, though, T. Love is real.
That's a good place to wrap this episode. So if you want to catch us on social media, you can find me on Twitter at CTS Terry or on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you listen to podcasts by searching for the Catch the Sky podcast. You can catch Dick on Twitter at I'm Dick Francisco or on Instagram at the Dick Francisco. And next week we will get into whatever happens with the Amish.
What? Yeah, we need a recap on the Amish. And
And
I
then
feel like we
whatever
got a few
else.
things up our sleeves.
Yes. So be sure to tune in every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for new episodes. And until next week, keep trying to catch the sky.